Uh, I'm Tim Holmes. I'm a sculptor and an artist, and I'm going to present some ideas of how we can interact with artworks in a relational way. One of the things that we can know for sure about any artwork of any period is the first thing that the artist is trying to deal with, consciously or unconsciously, is what is it like to be a human being for me? Viewing a work of art is a very intimate experience. What you're actually doing is having a relationship with another human being, even though the human who made the art isn't physically present. So we can look at Michelangelo's David, for example, a beautiful, one of the best sculptures in history, and have the same kind of impact from the artwork that the people who saw it for the very first time did back in the 16th century. The artist is always trying to explore something about themselves. So when I make a work of art, regardless of what the subject is, one of the things I keep in mind for myself is that everything is a sort of self-portrait. And when I teach a class or I talk to a student, what I try to do is to convince them that the audience is always interested in the artist and not in the subject matter, regardless of what the subject matter is. So if you do a depiction of something in the world, it's helpful to keep in mind that what the viewer is interested in is how you feel about the object or the experience, or that if you're doing an abstract painting, how you feel about color. Human beings are what really fascinate us the most. And when an artwork comes into our awareness, we have the opportunity to dive into it just like you would with a person if you're meeting them for the first time. So the possibilities are, they start unfolding the moment you come into contact with the artwork. And this is a helpful attitude for me because it's not like there's a right way to do it and a wrong way. The thing to keep in mind is if you can learn something from the encounter, then you are making progress with the art. Now that's not to say there isn't bad artwork in the world. There's a lot of bad artwork, and I've made quite a bit of it myself. And the way to distinguish between a good one and a bad one is a bad one's not going to give you very much. If you put a lot of attention into it, you don't get a whole lot out of it. And so you can safely say, yeah, I don't really like this, and put it in the bad art pile. And nobody can tell you that that's not an appropriate attitude. You are the arbiter of your own aesthetic sensibility. And we all get to own our own sensibility. So I would encourage you to do that. If you want more information about me or my work or the bizarre thoughts I have, I'll put some links here for my website, my blog, and other crap like that. So come again.